we are trying to be as environmentally friendly on the farm as we can. Morning.
Hello.
How are you? You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Morning.
It's lovely to be here.
You have a cup of tea, Colm?
Yeah, well indeed. Thank you very much. Delighted to be here. It's a great story how you've transitioned from a beef and sheep farm to a dairy farm. How many generations
we're
are
the
you here
fifth
now?
generation here now, and it's my parents farmed here. We were beef and sheep farmers, and it's in 2018 we made the decision to change to dairy. Thought it might be an easier lifestyle for us. It was a quick decision because we're not youngsters. To be milking your first cow at 49 was a big change for us. So we sold all our own stock. We bought 76 in-calf heifers.
And how did you find the transition to changing over to milking twice a day?
At the start it was a bit daunting with all the heifers. It took them a while to adjust, as Yvonne said, and it took us a while to adjust.
Yeah.
But it passed.
We find it easy now. I'm a townie, as they say. Living here 25 years, but I never milked a cow until 5 years ago, and I love it.
So you've all the family involved, 4 daughters, 5 women and 1 man.
Yeah, outnumbered in a big way.
And do people have different roles?
I suppose everyone has their strength on the farm, so we lean towards that. Ava does our grass measuring, so she loves that, going off for a walk with the dog and coming back. Jane does our genetics, so she helps picking out all the bulls and going through all that. Anna and Kate will milk the cows or help with the calf, so we could go away for a night. So it's a team effort. We couldn't do it unless we were all involved to a certain extent, do you know? They might want to milk anyway. You know, sometimes I'm saying, no, it's okay, I'll do it, go in. They're going, no, I'll do it. So isn't that great?
Many farms across Europe our cows produce milk from indoors.
Yes.
Your cows spend nearly 300 days a year outdoors.
Yeah. Easily, yeah. Do you know?
And you're very successful. You've won a Milk Quality Award.
We did. We were very lucky, very surprised. We're so new into it.
Yeah.
So in 2022 we won the National Dairy Council and Kerrygold Milk Quality Award.
But the National Dairy Quality Award is a lot around quality of milk in terms of cell counts.
It's more than that. It's about sustainability. I suppose it's sustainability for the farmer, as well as working here on the farm. Sustainability for the environment. Yeah. But even prior to going to dairy, we've always been conscious of the waterways, of the land, to take care of it. We're mindful it's just on loan to us. And we're trying to pass on a better condition than when we even got it.
Hello there. How are things? Hi, Colm.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Would you like to go outside and have a look?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, perfect.
So I suppose to have a highly productive grassland system here is the goal, and we try and make sure that happens by measuring the grass regularly, at least once a week, twice a week when it's a high producing kind of during the summer, and that allows us to make the best decisions on where the cows should go next and utilise the grass properly, because it is our most valuable resource here.
Absolutely. I think it's possibly somewhat unique about Irish farms, how we manage to utilise grass so much, the high protein that's in the grass in the summer, so we don't have to import protein feeds, and it's the most sustainable system. And how do you manage the grass in terms of fertilisers and...
Fertiliser and slurry is kind of the two main inputs to put on the grass to allow it to grow. We incorporate clover into all of our grass seed mixtures in recent years, so that really helps kind of in terms of the productivity of the grass, and it enables us to spend less money and have less of an impact on the environment as well in terms of spreading chemical nitrogen.
Then when it comes to the slurry spread, it's a trailing shoe you use.
Exactly, yeah. So it's not affecting the atmosphere as much. It's not having as much of an impact on the environment.
It's really a lovely farm. I see numbers on the drinkers.
So we have a system here. We have all the paddocks labelled. They each have their own number, and that corresponds to then a map that we have in the dairy. So we can kind of put on there the level, the cover of the grass, and the kind of in priority of where the cows need to graze next.
Hello, Colm. How are you?
Oh, hello.
Have you seen the parlour yet?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Oh, we'll have to have a look, sure. So there's 16 units. They're automatic cluster movers, so makes milking an easy and a nice job too, you know. So it's great.
So you're the lady that's responsible for the breeding and the genetics?
Yeah, I kind of look through all the bulls that you can pick from and pick the best ones suited to what we're looking for and the cow type that we already have.
And what are you looking for? What's the priorities?
So kind of the main things are an overall a good EBI, so a good economic breeding index, because that's kind of the foundations of a good cow. And then in particular looking for a good fertility index. Not looking for them to be too milky, that's just not the type of cow that we have here. We usually start milking the second week in February, and then we're drying off then November, December, and then kind of January. So towards the end of November, we'd be kind of coming into the kind of a quiet zone. So like this parlour then goes on its holidays, and so do all the cows. It's really important for them.
And so does the farmer.
Yes, important for everyone.
One thing about your farm is that it's set out to reduce all the labour on the farm and make the quality of life so much better. And it's so important on our farms all across Europe that we invest in them to make sure that they're labour efficient and people can have that quality of life. Because you won't have a next generation of farmers unless they have the same quality of life that people have in other occupations.
Yeah.
Because you breed a better cow that gives you a higher fat and protein, that gives you a better price for your milk too, doesn't it?
It does, and it really does come back to you, that extra bit of time spending picking, the bulls and matching up the right bull to the right cow. So we breed enough just to have the Frisian replacements, and then the rest then would be like bred to a beef sire. So they'd be dairy beef calves. They go to our neighbour who takes all our calves, and he looks after them just as well as we would. Will we go so and see where everyone else is? Yeah?
Perfect.
Hello. Hi, Jane.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I hope the girls showed you around and gave you an insight to what happens on the farm today.
They did. I really had a really great day here.
So what's happening in the European Union with agriculture?
So many people in Europe are looking at agriculture and asking the question, is it environmentally sustainable? And for me, and indeed EPP in general, I think the thing we want in all the European legislation around the environment that comes forward, that it's practical, that it works on farm.
Have the EU any plans in place for supporting farmers financially and making these environmental changes on their farms?
Well, we want to ensure that there's enough cap money to help farmers make changes.
I think as a food producer in Ireland, it's hugely important that people, know what we're doing and how we're going about doing it, and we are trying to be as environmentally friendly, on the farm as we can.
The young people are the furthest away they ever have been from agriculture, and they don't understand to any depth of where their food is coming from apart from a supermarket shelf. What is Europe doing to encourage young people to get back into farming?
One thing we want to prioritise is access to land, to ensure young people can get access to land, and to look at low-cost loans, higher level of grants for younger farmers to get them started. We looked at your farm here today where, let's say, the use of technologies made it more labour efficient, and we want to make sure that grants are available through the Common Agriculture Policy to allow those transitions to take place. When young people get involved, they embrace where agriculture has to go into the future. They're the ones that will take up those challenges and make the changes, and I think you've got that so right here on this farm.
Thanks a million, Colm.
Thanks.
Take care.
We in the EPP believe in the European family farm model. We want to protect the environment, look after nature and ensure food security. We want to invest in technologies and labour-efficient systems that will inspire the next generation of young farmers and women to carry on the proud tradition of agriculture all across Europe.